Well, that kid looks like he might be up to, he can cause some trouble. Hey guys, Randy here, and welcome aboard the Seabee Traveler channel. Well, I gotta tell you, I am happy to be back in Arizona. As beautiful as Colorado was, man, those beautiful mountains. But I guess there's nothing like, hold on, there's nothing like home. What is this? There's a historical marker. Let me get turned around here real quick. It's a cool monument. That's what really caught my eye first. All right, let me make a quick stop here, see what this is all about. This commemoration is the result of years of effort by members of the Safford Lions Club. Melvin Jones. Fort Thomas, Frontier Fort, birthplace of Melvin Jones, son of Captain Calvin Jones. But I saw some plaques back here. That's kind of what I wanted to stop and see. Historical site, Melvin Jones International Memorial. Melvin Jones was born on January 1879 near this site in Fort Thomas. He lived here for the first 8 years of his life during the Indian Wars here. In 1917, he formed the Lions Club. So this is like a Lions Club. Lion, Patty Lacey, Lion 2003. From Arkansas, Pioneer Lions. Barbados. Wow. 50 years of service. Lion, France. Look at that, all over the world. These are a little harder to see. Douglas, I saw one from Salome, Mexico, Texas. Wow. Hillenbrand, Canada. New York. And lots of room for expansion, it looks like. Well, this will give me a good... I saw over here, I think I'll walk over there, there's a foundation or something, some steps. It's right by a railroad track, so I'm interested to see if that's part of like a train station or something that was here. So you can see the railroad tracks right there. And your welcome sign to Fort Thomas. Established 1876. We're at 2,700 feet. See, so here's part of a foundation, looks like. It's right next to these railroad tracks. Wow, look at that. It's wonder what's lived in there. Got two sets of stairs. I wonder if there was... I see some carvings. A little lizard there too in the corner. But I see some dates here. Or some when they poured the concrete, there's something in there. I don't know what any of those say. It's hard to read them. This must have been some sort of loading area for these tracks that are right here. Oh yeah, because here, look. It's a concrete ramp. Well, this is cool. Very interesting. Looking for more dates or something on the concrete, but I'm not seeing any. It's got to be pretty old, because for this tree to grow right up in the middle of it. All right, well, I don't see anything else. I stopped so quick I didn't have time to see what this was, so when I get back to the truck, I will research it a little bit. This is just another part of it. Looks like it's a little bit nicer. The square tiles. If anybody knows what this is, or knows any history about it, let me know. Very interesting. My guess is, for now, it's like some train depot of some sort for that track. All right, we are headed that way. All right, well, I sat there for a minute trying to find out what that was, but there doesn't seem to be any information on it. So if you're from this area, what that was, yeah, I'd be really interested to know. Maybe it was some sort of like a train station for passengers, a long time ago. A cool little catwalk there too. All right. Our next stop's going to be, we're going to go check out an old house, and it was built by a pretty interesting guy. His name is Ebenezer, and he was actually born in Scotland, like in the 1830s. He learned carpenter trade. He was a shipbuilder, and he converted to LDS, and he was the only one of his family to do that, and his father actually disowned him. But he moved to Utah, and in 1854, he got married to Mary Park, and then they moved down to, in southern Utah, his little place called Pine Valley. And while he lived there, he was responsible for designing and overseeing the building, the Pine Valley Chapel in 1868, and it's still in continuous use. It's the oldest chapel still in continuous use by LDS. I thought that was really, really cool when I found that out. He actually built the roof. It's kind of like an upside down ship from his from his shipbuilding days. So him and his family, he moved his family, like they had like 12 kids, I think, over time. But they moved down to, I think it's Paria Valley, which is south of Bryce Canyon, what we know as Bryce Canyon today. And he's actually, Ebenezer Bryce is who the Bryce National Park is named after. So I thought that was pretty interesting. So that's a little bit of the backstory to Ebenezer Bryce and his wife Mary Park. So in 1880 they moved to, wow, that's a cool little building. This is Eden, Arizona, by the way. I was going to kind of look and see if, it looks like it's private property. I was going to stop and see if I could take a look at that. But anyways, so we're a couple miles north of Pima, Arizona. And so they moved to this settlement, and he built a house. And that's what I wanted to go see. And it's not too far up here. In fact, it's just up here on the right. But yeah, I thought that was a really cool story. The guy who Bryce National Park was named after, Bryce Canyon National Park was named after, he actually lived here, and he died here. He's buried in the local cemetery. But there you go, that's the house that he built. And I thought we'd go take a quick look. All right, let's see what this storyboard says. Little plaque. This is already cool, I can tell. Home of Ebenezer and Mary Park Bryce, built in 1897. Ebenezer Bryce was a Scottish immigrant who joined the Church of Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints at 17 years old. He traveled to Utah in search of religious freedom. They lived in Pima and then homesteaded at this site here. They created the Bryce Canal, built the first grist mill north of the Gila River. Wow, and they're buried in a local cemetery here. There it is. Well, look at that. They have a nice roof on there now. From what I understand, it was kind of run down, and they raised some funds, got the money they needed to get it fixed up. And it's the great grandkids, I think the grandkids, who got this all done. Wow, look at that. Nice brickwork. I don't know how much of that has been redone. Or these old stairs. Look at the state of that jam. Certified Historical Institution. They had something pinned in there. Oh, look at that above the window. That piece of arched wood has those squiggly lines, kind of like maybe a brand or something. We got around here. Wow, look at all the water back there. They got some good rain here. All right, let's see if we can look at this sill. That has seen some better days. All right, what's in here? Can you see in there? Doesn't look like much, huh? Little table. But let's see, the door, it has that latch on it, but I don't know. I saw that if you want more information, give them a call. And I don't know if they open at a certain time. Marianne Park. Well, there's a side view. Look at that rock. That's the rock that they used, I guess, for the foundation. The local rock. Had some basement. They even put the detail of the arc above those windows in the brick. Little ledge, kind of nice detail. You got that old door. Wow. Ooh. It was probably dark in there, huh? Well, look, there's a broken window. Let's see if we can't take a look inside here. Lots of spider webs. Well, I can't see in there too much. Oh, there's a door. Wow, look at that. There's like a full basement under there, made out of rocks. Wow. I'm sure this was added on much later. Well, handicap access, maybe to get inside. That's a cool old doorway. But there was, you can see, there's plaster on this side, so maybe there was another room there they took out. Or maybe that, is that like a cistern right there too? Looks like it. Probably could have used it out here for sure. Looks like some sort of storage shed. Got some old, like insulators up there for running some wire, electricity. Look at that. Is that a brand? Looks like that's bolted to the building, but it's got that same kind of shape. Like that's what's up there above those windows. So they did have cattle, so I wonder if that was a brand that they used. All right, let's go take a look over here. Mary Ann Park. That was Ebenezer's wife. Boy, look at all that water over there. They got some good rain. Still actually kind of muddy down here. Gotta kind of watch my step. Yeah, I saw that little corral thing over there. I wanted to see what that was. See a big old pipe. Must have been like a water pump. But look how that wood is wore out like that. Like someone's been chewing on it. Yep, there you go. Had gasoline. But it has a fuse there too. I think that was a gas tank. The other cool thing down here is this old wagon. They have it up on a, let me go this way. It's too muddy over there, over there. They have it up on a pedestal. Oh, it has those loops. I didn't see those before, those loops to hold a canvas up. That's kind of small, little wagon. Look at that. That's kind of cool. What's inside here? Well, they just used it to haul stuff. I like that they have it up on that pedestal, get it up out of the mud. We can take a good look underneath it stuff. Wow, look at that. Look at the construction, just all wood. And for it to last this long. And steering, that's how they steered. Wow, that's interesting. That's their suspension system. That's for the brakes. Here's part of a brake. A wooden brake. And we got footrest here. Sit up on the bench. Wow, life was rough, man. Riding around in that. That's neat. All right, well, I think that's gonna do it. We'll head back to the truck. Before we go, I kind of wanted to see, I noticed this like a foundation around, it's like rectangular. You kind of see it going around, but see, it's just a foundation. It's not a concrete floor. It doesn't look like. But anyways, all right, let's get out of here. Wow, what a cool building, huh? And I never knew that southern Arizona like this had ties to Bryce Canyon. It's one thing I really do enjoy about doing this is I learn a lot. I learn a lot because I do try and investigate stuff a little bit before I go. And then I learn new stuff while I'm out. It's just really cool. But I want to see if I can stop at that in Eden, those two old buildings. It'd be kind of neat to see if I can get maybe a picture at least. Alright, so it's not too far up here. You can see where to go. Oh, there it is. Just right up ahead. The one I really want to get a picture of is the one to the right. But it looks like it's on private property because I see like bicycles and there's a car right next to it. Yeah, let me pull forward a little bit, see if I can at least just get a picture. Looks like some old storage room is on the other side of the road. That'd be a good picture, I think. Well, it'll be okay. The one that I really wanted to get, there were people out there working on their yard too, so I didn't want to get a picture while they're out there doing that. So, all right, well, we are going to head to Pima. It's just a couple miles away. There's a really cool museum I want to check out. I've never been there before, but it supposedly has some pretty good reviews, so we're going to do that.
All we need is a place to be and a few good friends for some company. If you'd like to stay, you don't have to leave. We'll leave the lights on and the door unlocked. If you drop on by, you don't have to knock. We're happy to share whatever we've got.
All right, here is Pima looking, that's looking east. Now we're looking north now. You can see all the agriculture that's going on out here. And you also have those hills. And back there is a conservation corps, a camp, pretty cool. And then there's a Camp Kearney, some campgrounds out there. That's a big high school or something there, isn't it? And that's headed towards I-10, towards New Mexico. And then that is Mount Graham, covered in clouds. I do want to make a trip up there. I've never been there, up to around like 10,000 feet. Be good to go in the summer. But Pima is pretty big little town, or pretty big little town, yeah.
Wide open desert under endless blues, red rocks climbing sunlit hues, scent of sage in the desert air. It seems too long when I'm not there. Towering canyons like old friends, sun kisses the land where trails bend. Back in the warmth of a fiery glow, oh, Arizona is my home. This is where my heart belongs, in Arizona singing songs. Feel the spirit in the sand, I'm back in my homeland.
All right, well, the museum is right there on the left, but we're gonna just kind of drive through town just to kind of give you an idea what there is on this. It's not Main Street, it's Highway 70 running through here. Tough sheds over there. But you can see not a lot to see, but they do have a really good museum supposedly, so I do want to check that out. All right, if I can just looks like up here I'll be able to turn around and we'll just head back. It's a little bit early, it's not open yet, so I'll get back to the museum and maybe we'll walk around the outside a little bit before we get there. All right, I'm gonna get turned around and we'll head back.
From the Grand Canyon to Sedona's light, cactus shadows in the twilight, morning breaks with a rosy dawn. Feels so good to be back home. Echoes of memories in the wind, painted deserts like a dream, footsteps in the red dirt road. Now I'm home, never feeling alone. This is where my heart belongs, in Arizona singing songs. Feel the spirit in the sand, I'm back in my homeland.
All right, looks like it might have been an old gas station or service station at one time. It's still not quite open. We have about 10 minutes before it opens. But I'm going to just get up here, park, and let's take a walk back towards where we just turned around at. Looks like some pretty cool old buildings down there. Wow, what a cool old building. Eastern Arizona Museum and Historical Society. Now, this used to be, this is the oldest building in Pima. It used to be a bank. I think it was the Bank of Pima is what they called it. See, they're still closed. Let's see if we can take a look at their hours. They're only open 3 days a week. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 10 to 3. Let's walk down here. I know there's an old, used to be a Rexall drugstore down here. I think the museum actually uses part of that building once you get inside. So that maybe that was it right there. I see the moon up there. And this, my guess is a theater. Looks like it would be a theater. How cool is that? That does have like an old 1900s. That bank was built in 1882, or where the museum is now. 1882, limestone. Oh, that building looks like rock face, but it's painted. And let's see, here's some sort of like a tractor museum. See if we can see in here. Yeah, I didn't see anything about this museum, so it must be closed. W.M. Carter, it's hard, Tractor and Agricultural Museum. Yeah, this was an awning at some point. Covered up the windows. So at one point in time, they had some stuff back there, it looks like. I see an old tractor over in that direction, but anyways, let's go. I think I'll get back to the truck, and then I don't have very much longer, and I think these are all volunteer. So if they're a couple minutes late, I won't hold it against them. Wow, what a cool, that does give you memories of old days, theaters, ticket booth up front. So maybe this was the Rexall building. Clough Hall. All right, well, I think I will take this time. I'll grab a little something to eat, something to drink. I thought I saw another old building or so. It was like some sort of church or something down there. All right, let's wait till it opens. All right, they're open. As I was eating, he came in, and he is right on time. Oh, look at that. The door even opens for you. Oh, come in. Thank you. All right, I am signed in. Wow, look at this. It's like tree bark. Who we have here? Walter Hickman. It's the office. Hi. Well, that display is all about tree bark. I've never seen anything like that. This is a big museum. Wow. All right, well, let's start over here. Trying to get out of that glare. Lots of old pottery. What is that, old sandstone rock? Oh, look at that statue back there. Little carving. Oh, a saguaro shoe. I think that's what they're called. Yeah, saguaro shoe. That's a saguaro. When woodpeckers get in there and carve it out, that's a protective coating that the saguaro has. Prehistoric cultures. This whole area, look at, it's like an arrowhead collection back there. Yeah, this whole area is, looks like a baby carrier. With all the different angles, that is cool. Coloring. There's another one with a chunk missing. Oh, look at that. Look at that hat. The sombrero. The handmade sombrero. Look at that. We got a petrified donut. Oh, no, wait, that's for spinning yarn. Corncob found in a cave. Wow, look at that. And all those sandals. That is really cool. Look at the colors on those. They've had to put that one, they put that one back together, but wow. Oh, look at this rug. Wool Navajo rug, purchased from Maria. Wow. It's like a wool dress here too. Wow, what a cool collection that is. Look at that. Those are nice paintings too. Wow. Oh, we've got a nice array of Kachina dolls, some miscellaneous stuff, got books. Looks like you can buy them. Lots of local information. Oh, wow, look at, here's some tools. What's a tomahawk? Imagine that thing. Fighting with that. Some more tools, Indian tool small. What are these? We got tortilla rolling stones. Wow, look at that. Oh, and that jug. Yeah, I like how those work. When there's water in them, they swell up, and the humidity and the wind cools them off. It's a cool picture there. That looks like an authentic Indian headdress. Wow. Well, that's Geronimo, 1889. That's Geronimo's second from the left. Wow. Oh, check out, that's a hummingbird nest in that cholla skeleton. Look at that. Oh, and an Indian war club. Dug up in Pima, 1903. It's another old pot. Probably had some cloth around it to cool it off. $1888. Some more moccasins or sandals. A bridle bit. It's like a big assortment of sandals here. Well, there's even some leather ones, moccasins. Looks like quilts. Woman's jacket in 1918. Wow, there's a lot. Photo taken in back portion of Clough Hall Pioneers. So Clough Hall was the building that was next to us. It's hard to see with that glare. All right. Well, that's cool looking. Nice little model. Ooh. A clerk's cabinet. In the Bank of Pima, that was used when this was still a bank. Wow, cursive. Yeah, it's lost language, cursive writing. Bank vault gift shop. Oh wow, look at that. That's the light. I saw him turn that light on. It's a light switch. Oh, what's that? I was checking to see. It sounded like kind of like metal. Oh, I see. This is just a vault, but they have like different stuff you can gift shop stuff that you can buy. It's actually kind of small in here, so I'm just standing at the door. At the door. That's concrete up there. Well, looked like concrete on the door, but it didn't sound like it. All right. So let's see here. This building was constructed in 1915 by David H. Weech. The Bank of Pima, later also known as the Pima Office Bank of Safford. Well, love old buildings like this. Bank of Pima. Enterprise check. Wow, look at this. There's a donation. There's no charge to get in here, but they do appreciate your donations. That helps them keep something like this going. Oh, and speaking of that, click that like button if you haven't. It'll help the channel grow. And also, I love to hear comments. I like to hear from people who might have lived here some of the information that I'm missing. Wow, look at that old drill bit holder. But yeah, and subscribe. Subscribe if you haven't. Let you know when I put another video so you don't miss videos like this. Helps me get out and do more. Look at those knives up there. Kind of like Bowie knives or something. This is an old mailbox door face. I remember as a kid we had those, and I remember seeing those. Heber M. Clough. That's the building we're in now, is the Clough. Oh, here you go. Ebenezer Bryce. Bryce Canyon National Park. That's the house we visited. That's who built it right there. And that's his wife, Mary Ann Park. Wow, look at that. Weech, he's the guy who built the bank. Oh, there's a lot. These are all carved in wood. Look at that. Oh, wow, look at that chain. Wow, look at it, trying to get it in glare, but. Oh, there's another one. Look at how intricate that is. There's a little wooden ball that's carved inside of that. Wow. Wood carving pictures. Look at that, there's a face inside that log. Holy cow, that is talent there. Look at all these old irons. Wow, look at these dolls. The dresses, are those dresses for the dolls? It's kind of hard to read some of those, they're covered up. There are some fancy get-ups here for dolls. Look at that lace. Oh, look at this. He's got a Wild Bill Hickok at a bar, standing behind a bar. Is that a Calamity Jane? Looks like some royal dresses. Wow. An old rocking chair. Oh, look at that. The Clough Hall, built in 1882. And when we were outside, that's what the building we're in now, they called it Clough Hall. Look at that. Quilting. What are those? Carpet wall shuttles. I have no idea what those are. Love to know what those are for. Wow, look at that. Lots of. I like those quilts. Look at that. Crocheted baby dress. Oh, wow, look at that. There's a picture. There's a picture of her wearing that dress. Right up there. Look at that. Some more baby shoes. Some more crocheted clothes. Cool. What we got over here? Boy, this thing is huge. There's so much to see in here. Sewing rocker. Look at that. Little built-in shelf, tucks in out of the way. Wow, that is cool. That's neat. Got all sorts of stuff to see. Oh, pictures. Look at that old house. Oh, and what's this? Arithmetic, 1860 arithmetic book. Party following dedication of Arizona Temple. 1917. Maybe that said 1927. Was that the one in Mesa? Or I think it looks like the one maybe that was in Mesa, Arizona. Well, that kid looks like he might be up to, he'd cause some trouble. I'm really, really impressed. The floor's a little creaky in here. Probably heard me walking through. Oh, here's some more. Oh, it's like clothing, dresses, and some suits. Wow, look at those boots. Oh, they even, I wondered, they have those button hooks, shoe button hook down there. With all those buttons in those boots, they need that. Look at that. That's cool. An old top hat. Look at the laces on those boots. May Allen. We're married July 1921. Look at that. Look at that old suit. These things are old. That photo book stand. What are these? Wedding slippers. 1914. Wow, she wore those in 1914. I really do like how they have everything labeled. Like a bonnet. Wow. Yeah, they have everything labeled. It is so nice having that. Those baby shoes with buttons, lace. Some aprons, wow. Oh, they have a military section too. U.S. declares war on Germany, Italy. Japanese battleship sunk. With that glare, it's hard. Wow, what a nice little dedication wall. Hubert Peck. Oh. Or Oahu bombed by Japanese planes. Honolulu Star Bulletin. Extra. They have quite a few pictures of Fort Sill, Oklahoma, like boot camp pictures. Wow, look at that. I thought that was like Ira Hayes, but he wasn't from this area. He was more from the like Sacaton, Arizona. It's him handing it over to the museum. What is this? Levon Taylor. Here they're talking about a heliograph system in southeastern Arizona. It's like Morse code with mirrors. Arizona would be a good place for it. Most of the time it's sunny. 1884. Wow. Yeah, it's a lot better than messages. Messaging was only as fast as you can carry it. Civilian Conservation Corps, Pima. We are going to go out there. As a matter of fact, not this time, but yeah, you're going to want to watch next week's video. That's going to be where we're headed. Like some sort of loom or something. Hand-woven rug. England, late 1944. How to live on $15 a week. Whiskey and beer. Let me see if I can get the glare out of this. Whiskey and beer, $8.80. Wife's beer, $1.68. Midweek whiskey, cigars. This means going in debt, so cut wife's beer. Oh, that's funny. Bell. On February 1st, 1981, Laura McBride Smith wrote this about the bell. Talked about when she was on a church. Look at those wood carvings. Donkeys, dogs, and chaps. Those are small. Look at that little leather hat back there. Let's see, pair of chaps made for Milton Carlson from a pair worn for years by his dad. Wow. Look at all these old guns. Cannonball. Some old handcuffs that looks like they were buried for years. A bunch of different kinds of bullets. Brass. Well, that one has seen some better days, hasn't it? Oh. Looks like, I don't know, like a wedding pillow with pictures, maybe? And there's still more to see. I'm really impressed. Foot pump organ was purchased by her. So she owned this. You see, it looks like it's been used. Foot pump part. Wow, and this goes over into a different building. Wow, there's a lot of stuff in there. Look at all those old irons. What's this picture? A new drop-in, Pima, Arizona. Leland Clough and Malba Clough. So that was located across the street. I see a lot of pictures here. I like looking at these old pictures from back in the day. Pima train depot, late 1800s. A lot of group photos. Those beautiful Norton girls. Lots of stuff to see. Wow, they do have a huge amount of clothes displayed. Like hats. Oh, look at this coat. This is a cowhide woman's coat. I don't know, it doesn't feel too comfortable. I guess on the inside it's okay. That thing is stiff. Oh, what's this? Pima High School, 1940. Unpaved road in front. Oh, that's like a cobbler's machine. Oh, look at this. It's an old Slinky. Those have been around for a while, I guess. What's here? Safford's telephone operator. Oh, so the operator sat in that chair. I like these old school desks. Wow, look at everything they have to look at. Oh, some old roller skates back there. Dress and bonnet. What's that up there? Hot springs. Here's that building. The building we're in right now, or we started off in. That was taken in 1949. Oh, and is that the service station? Yeah, the farm museum. That was that was what we looked at. We actually drove through there when we turned around this morning. I love old pictures like that. Wow, just a little bit of everything. It's like an antique shop in here. Marshall House, built in 1892. Oh, here we go. I see some stuff. There's a camera, projector. It's like old video cameras. It's 77 degrees in here, which is not bad because it is getting kind of hot and humid outside when we came in. There's like some books and stuff in there. All right, well, I think we've seen just about everything in here. Oh, wait, there's another room. It's like bedroom sets. Oh, look at that old wash basin. Old telephone. Oh, the Cloughs. Wow, rich history here. Like baby clothes, lots of quilts. Look at this old stroller. Oh, here's what is this called? The hooped underskirt. White muslin. Wow. Linens, white linens. It's an old cradle. You can pick these up for sun. Let's see here. The oldest was born about 1906, so it looks about like 1906 is when they used it. Piano of Sylvia Louise Bentley, Lucas Sessions. Boy, I've been in here for probably, I don't know, 45 minutes or so, and I am the only one in here. I got here right as it opened. I was like, kitchen area, oh. Pastry. What is that, like a bread maker? Pastry? Some old kitchen tables, a stove back there. Wow, I even saw like an ice carrier. Oh, look at that. Looks fancy. Closet full of dresses. Wow, they have, this is the biggest display of clothing I think I've ever seen in a museum. A wedding nightgown. I see the back has a lot of intricate detail on it. Yeah, look at that. Wow, that looks cool. A lot more pictures. See if we can find some of the old. Are these from around here? Pima Homes. Wow, a lot of old ones there. Looking south at Mount Graham. That was taken about 1900. Wonder if they have one of the Bryce house. Ooh. Remains. Wow, that burned down. Look at that. These all seem to be in Pima. I was kind of seeing if they had one from the old Bryce house that we were at earlier. Indian Hot Springs. Look at that, swimming in there. Pima baseball, I think. All right. I saw something here. These are the 1953 Pima Ladies Town Softball Team. Thomas Elliott Norton. Well, they do have a lot of pictures to look at too. What's this? Brick Pima Ward Chapel, dedicated 1902. Oh, the bell that we saw, that's where this was. That bell that was in the other room. New building was dedicated in 1928. Huh. Newly remodeled Pima Ward Chapel. Yeah, this area, a lot of Mormon settlers came in, settled this area. Old train depot. Well, there's a fire. That fire we saw, the Lyons Brothers store burning on Easter Sunday, 1914. Wow, and there's not a lot you can do. Very interesting stuff. All right, well, I think we're getting close. What's this? I saw something here. Fort Thomas, established 1876. And that's where we were at earlier when I saw that foundation by the train tracks. Fort Thomas consisted of 2 adobe barracks. Yeah, I was hoping it'd say something about maybe what that was, but nope. All right, well, boy, I think I am so impressed with this. And it's free. There's the bell from that church. I think there's one little thing I want to look at I didn't see. There was a door with a window. I wanted to see if there was something back here to see. It's back here at this. I thought he said there was some back here, but I'm not sure. A couple items to see, some old gold pans, Arizona Copper Company. That turquoise map. When I was in Chloride, I saw one of those. All right, yeah, well, I think we're gonna get out of here. This has been so fun. Thanks, guys. Wow, sun's bright out here and humid. It's got humid. But yeah, if you're ever in Pima, driving through and you have a couple minutes, stop in and check this out. It is well worth it. Nice job, Pima. See, and that's the Cuff Hall. And in that building right there, I think it was a RX. They utilized all 3 of those. That thing's huge. All right, well, that's going to do it from Pima, Arizona. What an amazing place. Love that museum. But anyways, I'm going to sign off, and just remember, never say goodbye. Always see you later.